about the African warriors that beat men. Hi, my name is Zoe. I'm an archaeologist in training and historian. This is everything I know about the Dehomey women. The Dehomey women were originally hunters. They hunted elephant and protected the palace and kingdom. But things started to take a turn, and all of the men started to die in war. And they were like, well, shit. What now? So they put all of the women on the front lines. Yeah. The King Giezo was like, yo, we gotta lock in. We gotta do something. And the women were already there. We were like, we hunt elephants, y'all. Like, we protect the palace. I think y'all might want to put us on the front lines. And King Giezo was like, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. The interesting thing about these women is they were strong, okay? This was not a game to them. This was never a maybe, a what if. They were going to win these wars. If you watch the movie Woman King, pretty much everything they did is historically accurate. The parts where they sharpen their nails and they use their oil as like a slipway tactic, yes, all of that is accurate. But because they were already hunters, they knew how to use a spear. They knew how to use a bow and arrow. They knew how to sneak attack. They knew everything about war. They knew already. They were like, we ain't new to this. We're true to this. There were witnesses from the French military. They were like, yeah, we ain't never stepping foot back there. That was crazy. That wasn't natural. They were terrified. There's testimonies written by French soldiers that were like, there were about 1,000 to 6,000 women that were bought into this, I guess, career field by training. They trained them from very young kids all the way up to adulthood. They would teach them how to fight. They would teach them how to use another person's strength against them. They had an entire system set up for these girls. And they were seen as women kings. They were the bosses and CEOs. The French eventually came back in 1893, and they had powerful weapons. They had longer swords. They had gunpowder. They had cannons and stuff. So it was kind of a unfair fight. That's the only reason why they were taken out. But I believe about 600 warriors were killed during that time. So it kind of just destroyed it from there. But I highly recommend you watch Woman King. It's an amazing movie. Highly recommend. It is historically accurate and they got all the points correct. I love hearing stories about African women and just women in general beating a man's ass. Like, it's so heartwarming to me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.